For my process, it starts with discovery, of course, but really layering in the interview process, starting with, a regional manager role and then moving through an area vice president role and then getting to a final interview with the senior leadership team of the organization. I think it takes multiple interviews as well. That when I was at Synthes, it was a very long and lengthy process of interview because if people are around in this process and continue to demonstrate that they want to be part of the organization and they're willing to do things that are necessary in order to join. You see that over a lengthy period of time. It's kind of like a dating or courting period of time before you actually get married. And I think you have to treat it that way. That discovery process begins with interviews, and there really needs to be structured questions that are different at each level of responsibility of leadership within an organization.
What would be a knockout blow for somebody who's in the process? Obviously, we're talking about an agent, an independent distributor, so that the interview process isn't what it would be necessarily for a full-time, W-2 employee, unless you tell me otherwise. So walk me through that, and what does someone do that puts a hard pass on them?
Well, the first one is really demanding additional points than the company's willing to provide. And that's actually happened a couple of times where they said, there's just not enough interest and, I can go elsewhere. And so we certainly allow that choice to be made. But I think there's also part of this process too is when it was an easy termination of the interview process is finding out that there's other, products that aren't disclosed that would be competitive to being with a company.